leadership aimed at consensus plus a crisis equals change. And I think that we are at a historic point where perhaps the American people will lead us in Congress to these solutions. When the federal budget is such that tax receipts only cover mandatory spending last year and projected for this year, that all tax receipts will only be sufficient to cover Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and interest on the debt. Everything else will be borrowing. That's a sufficient crisis for action. And I'm wondering whether this point in our history is a unique point where the general interest of the public in getting the deficit under control and in paying down the debt is beginning to overwhelm the special interest of the few in an earmark here for a private purpose here or there, or a special tax loophole here or there, and that this is a truly unique moment where people are rising up and they're demanding of the Congress that we get the situation under control. So what I'm here to suggest is that we seize the moment and really put forward some bold plans. This week, I'm excited to be a co-sponsor of Representative Ryan's Roadmap for America's Future. It's a very bold plan because the American people have figured it out. They know that we can go the way of Greece. We can go the way of Argentina. We can end up in a place of hyperinflation. Typically, members of Congress are afraid that their people won't understand the need to make bold changes. But as I said, Mr. Chairman, I think that this is a unique time when people are actually realizing the great risk that we have, and they expect some serious action. We need to say, listen, if we're going to, we all have a big problem. It's called entitlement spending, and we got to get it under control. And so if somebody has the courage to step forward, mostly because they're listening to the American people and listening to the determination that I'm hearing in my district, no, really, this is the time to act, do something. If you then step forward based on that commitment and what you're hearing from your people, then it's best if the other side doesn't then start doing the normal things about starving school children and all of that kind of stuff. Because the reality is nobody wants to starve school children and nobody wants to put seniors on the street. But we do need to figure out a way to make Medicare sustainable, Medicaid sustainable, Social Security sustainable. And so it's important that we come together.